Today we're talking about 5 strengths INFJs overlook constantly that could change their life forever. This is something that I have talked about in a lot of videos, but it still seems like INFJs hear it, but they don't embrace it so often. And it's nobody's fault. It is what society has told us over and over again. This is how it's supposed to be, and you're different. But it's exactly those qualities that we possess that make us different that will be the key to living the life of our dreams, our INFJ epic life on our terms. Before we get started, remember I've created a new checklist for you that you can download. It will help you to set up your goals and all the 5 pillars that are based on the 5 pillars to an INFJ epic life. You can review them, you can track them, and really kick off your INFJ epic life journey right now. Just click the link in the description after watching this video and get started. Strength number 1 is visionary thinking. And the problem with visionary thinking is that we want other people to give us some kind of feedback that our idea is good, that we know what we're talking about, that they appreciate us for it, or that they really help us to take the next step. But the truth is, people will only jump on a train that is already moving forward. Otherwise, they have no reason to follow you. So you might have all of those visions in your mind of how things could turn out, and they're so evident for you. They're evident when it comes to your relationship with other people, as in, I see that person and us together, we could be such a great team. It's so obvious to me. Why are they not making any steps towards this? Why does it seem like, I'm just living like a lunatic in my mind and I'm coming up with these crazy ideas that have no basis in reality when I know for sure that's how it could turn out. That's the thing. You know that it can turn out this way. And guess what? It will turn out this way if you're the only one who's taking action towards it. You can't expect other people to believe your vision. They might at some point, but even then, people will do the things that already seem familiar to them. They will not see your vision. They will not understand your vision. And the sooner we accept this, the better. Because our visionary thinking is what sets us apart. So instead of us continuously telling ourselves, nobody gets me, nobody appreciates what I have to offer, use this visionary thinking to create a life that you're proud of, that excites you, that sets an example of, look, I know what I'm talking about. Because I already made this thing happen in my life. I removed those toxic people of my life. I live way more softly, calmly, energetically, more in purpose. And I have proven that to myself. And it's that knowledge that will inspire you to keep going. And you'll see how many people will actually start listening to you and believing in you. But you can't wait for other people to see that, appreciate that, and encourage you. You have to take those steps. You're the one with the vision. So you have to be the one who takes action towards it. So when it comes to bootcamp, when it comes to one-on-one coaching, it's always those big visions that we put in the center of it. Yes, relationships are important. Yes, they will make or break you when it comes to having enough energy to move forward. But it's that vision that has to be our North Star, that we have to define and that we have to take steps on. Because look at your life. There are so many things that you are right about, and they turned out this way because you took that information and you made that happen. You can't wait for another person to see that. And you have to take actions independent of those people around you because chances are they won't go with you. They won't see you. They might look from the sideline and appreciate you after a while, but it's you who has to be the bold one who takes that action forward. And if you want a community of INFJs who continuously takes those steps and reminds you that you can do it too, then Bootcamp is the right place for you. If you want my personal help, remember, you know where to find me. Number 2, deep empathy. So although deep empathy is something that a lot of INFJs are known for, and it's something that we see as one of our main qualities and we actually accept it, we don't see it as a strength necessarily because it seems like something I can give to other people. It's a way of me showing up to other people. It's how I can be of service. But this won't be a strength if you don't manage it correctly. It actually becomes the thing that drains you the most. Why is it known that INFJs do door slamming? Well, because of that. because we have deep empathy for other people. We don't manage it well. We allow it to drain us. We allow others to siphon our energy. And we're pretty much willing participants in that because we don't manage our deep empathy. We have the capacity to do that. But with every step that you take further down that road, you also make yourself open to being drained. And so when it comes to energy management, we have to understand what is the right balance. How much can I give without depleting myself? In all of my programs, we work on filling your cup of energy up and then overflowing. So that does not mean that you cannot show up with a person and be deeply empathetic. But we have to learn when to do that, how to make sure that we're not being empathetic towards people whose presence is draining us. Because if we don't have anything left to give, then we can't be that empathetic. We're actually drowning with them, and then nobody is helped. What we want is for us to really be our best selves, our most authentic self, living in our purpose, and through that, picking other people up. I always love the metaphor of being a rock that other people can climb up on. We don't need to be in the valley with people all the time if we go so deeply down with them that it's hard for us to fight ourselves back up. And so often we have a bad conscience about it, when in the end, this deep empathy comes at a price tag. And the sooner we are aware of it, that we're not superhuman, we can't do this forever. We can't do this without paying the price of being drained, of not knowing our own energy. We're always going to give it freely away to situations that we're not even improving. So remember, energy management is a huge component on this. It's something that I worked on and continuously optimized throughout the last 10 years. And it's part of all of my programs and offerings, because if this is not part of your growth, you're always going to fall back into all patterns, and you're always going to be drained, and you have no energy left to go towards the life you always wanted, and then being able to help others from a place of overflow. Strength number 3, intuition. And it might sound weird, because how can we not know that intuition is our superpower, our strength? Isn't this our first function? But we always second guess ourselves. So many INFJs know in their mind, I had a connection with this person. I know that there was something real. I know that if I go down that road, great things will happen. And I know if I go down another road and work with those people, it's not going to work out and it's going to end badly. But we second guess ourselves. Why do we second guess ourselves? Because our environment doesn't give us the feedback of you are right. See, this is a different point than our visionary thinking. Our visionary thinking is about setting an ideal of where we want our life to go. Our intuition is our internal wisdom. It's our knowing. It's the way that we have a pattern recognition that tells us, I know this to be true. And yes, we're wrong from time to time, but so often we're right. And we hold ourselves back because that person over there isn't giving us the feedback of, you're right, I see what you mean. But that's why we have this community, because it's not just you, it's all of us. And when you stick to your intuition and you continuously take steps where you trust your gut, your life will just move forward in a way you want. Now, looking back at my life so far, I know that I've created so many amazing things because I trusted my gut, although the people around me didn't believe it. And I held on to my guns even when people said, you're wrong, I don't believe what you're saying, I'm not going to admit that you are right. But they all came back around, even if it was years later. So being around other INFJs who are continuously trusting their intuition, who are betting on their intuition, who may double check, but yes, this is something that I believe in. And I'm not going to wait for another person to believe it, to trust it. I'm going to go down that path no matter what. Then it becomes that much easier to believe yourself as well. So surround yourself with other INFJs. The thing I can recommend is BOOTCAMP. That's where we're all at. This is our community in the Facebook group, in the monthly live calls. This is a continuous example of INFJs continuously coming back to a place that helps them grow. It's a community, it's a very safe space, and it allows us to trust our intuition more and more. Same thing goes, of course, if you want to work with me one-on-one, because I'm there for you. All the personal clients that I've had, We've had such immense transformations because there's a trust level there. That happens because I believe in your intuition. I believe in your intuition because I see what I can do and I know what you can do as well. So it's not about asking people what they think about your ideas who are not where you want to go. Look at people who are a couple of steps ahead of you and talk to them. Make them part of your life, make them part of your community, make them part of your inner circle, and you'll see your life turning around real quickly. Strength number 4 is natural problem solving. So our way of solving problems are often unique. They're not the way other people solve their problems. So for me, when it came to my former life, let's say when I was a consultant in banking in Europe, the strengths I brought to the table weren't the same that my colleagues brought to the table. I was really good at understanding the client, at understanding what they're looking for, making them feel secure that they know they could trust me and that I could give them a great relationship. On top of that, I was able to, do my IT skills, but my main strength was the communication. My unique strength was that I understood what their problem was and I could find unique ways of solving that may not be evident for everybody around them. That's why I always say we as INFJs, we're great in black boxes. We're great in places and environments where the solutions aren't set, where you get to create your own solutions. That's what we're really good at, understanding patterns and then creating a logic around it. And we get better at this the more we practice it. So trusting that we know what the next step is, trusting that we can find a solution, although it's not the solution that everybody else is taking. And if you have examples like this around you, or if you continuously work with somebody or talk to somebody who shows you that this is a possibility, the more you see that it's possible and the more you trust yourself. So remember, you already have everything that you need. It's now about trusting yourself, taking steps towards it, and solving problems your unique way and saying, I'm either going to win or I'm going to learn. And I'm going to continuously get better at creating my INFJ epic life. Step number 5, resilience. Some people might look at INFJs and think we're fragile. Some people might look at us and say, we're not saying anything, we don't put ourselves in front and center, or they think they can mess with us. But we all know the truth. We all know what we have been able to, survive, what we have been able to withstand. And we have proven to ourselves how resilient we actually are. The point, though, is that we have mostly used our resilience to survive, to keep our head above water, because we don't want to be in a better position than other people around us. We so often give so much of our energy away because we want to be on eye level. We want everything to be fair. But through that, we're actually not being the best friend to ourselves or the people that we love and the people we want to serve. Because in order to be the best version of yourself, to help yourself and to help others, we have to first make sure that we're good, that our strength is not used to survive so others can barely maintain, or that we give somebody a crutch, which isn't going to help them in the long term either, right? What we want is to use our strength and our resilience to thrive, to live more than the ordinary life, because most of the time we don't like the ordinary life. We need something that makes us feel alive. We are INFJs, we are visionaries, we live a life outside the box. And the sooner we accept that, the more we can lean into it. So do you feel like you're thriving in life? If not, let's talk about it. Because I promise you, you have survived so much in your life. This capacity for resilience is not lost. It's just not allocated toward growth and thriving because we feel like we're not worth it. Who are we to live an exceptional life? But it's actually through living an exceptional life on our terms. And other people might not even experience it this way. Other people might not even think that we're living an exceptional life. But you will know it inside of you. And once you do that, you're being the best example for others. You show them that there is another way, that they don't have to play by everybody else's rules and, neglect their heart, neglect their soul. You can be an example of what it means to live wholeheartedly, to live in alignment with your purpose, and to appreciate life the way you want it to be. Remember, if you want my help with this process, then work with me one-on-one, join bootcamp, check out the audio guide. I also have a lot of free material for you, including the new free checklist for your INFJ Epic Life goals for 2025. Everything you need to know you can find in the links in the description. And if you want to watch another video now that is in alignment with today's topic, then check out the video you see on the screen right now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.